this one up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Newton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Power football with the run. Oh, what a cut! Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 30. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that.
صفر جدا.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 and 4, and we are not going to complain.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. It's complete. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. They'll run the screen. There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And the catch him on into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Back open in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big one.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. The defense putting points on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5.
3:25.
They'll run the toss. Fouls through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. The tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Here we go.
They believe they can run right here. At the 45 on his way. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Here comes the speed on the jet sweep. Got enough space. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this offensive coordinator told us, man, this guy has so much speed. We are going to feature him. We got to get him the football as many ways as possible. And they do it on the jet, and you can see the afterburners. Defense couldn't take good angles, and he takes it all the way to the house.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And the Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Lindsey. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just getting the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Trying play action. Now sliding to his left. Pulls it in. Breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Why not trying to get it in? That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. And this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break.
Razor. 29.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
He's going for it all. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Gamecock. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Gators are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Cano. Turning it on! Touchdown, Florida! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but Happy Valley is a tense place right now. This is a tight game. They're up by 7 over Nebraska. You never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The throw to the outside is complete. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. On target. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Got his man downfield. And he got away from the defense and touchdown. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Lost a throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lindsey. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Lost a throw on first down off the play fake. Got it. Trying to rumble in. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what... And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half.
Green 25.
The offense changing the play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Belly stutter.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Get set. Get set.
Looking to fire. Complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll move the tight end. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Gets rid of it. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
The toss to the right. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Florida. A great catch and run for 6.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Trying to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. Quick step and go. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry up. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that.
He smashes his way through again. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. just enough time for one final play in this half. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Uncorks it. He's open on the right. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half.
Going downfield for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. Right down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Finding his way right away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Newton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Got the quick completion. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Complete to the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The give to the back. He's in open space downfield. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give out of the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Gators are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
South Carolina offense is back on the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback may change this route. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And it's incomplete on third down.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Lewis. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Back has it. Runs through the tackle. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. Now on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
He wants to change this route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Got a man. It's Lindsey. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Grab near the marker. It's Cano. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Cano. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Tight end now in motion. Balls and fire complete. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. That grab puts him over 3,000 yards for his career.
That's impressive because every week he's got a target on his back. Defenses know the quarterback is...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be brought down. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got room on the return. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick 6.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Sneaks it into the end zone. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. The lone back's got it. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Great place to start for this offense. On the option. He'll toss it. Got some room, heading to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Jackrabbit.
They'll try the run. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Connection to the right. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's got it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Man, this quarterback now has thrown for almost 450 yards. That is a lot of throws. That's a lot of success just chewing up yards left and right. Have a day, young fella.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch.
He's got it down the right side.
I love the competitive nature of this quarterback. Yeah, he's thrown some picks in this game. He's put his team in a hole, but he's still out there trying to make throws to bring his team back.
29 Philly.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Gators! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Eastern Michigan is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Eagles fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Burrow goes his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Going to swing it on second down. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Off the play fake. He'll take the deep shot. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone going for it all. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw again. That's got it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football. That was only his second catch of the game, and we're essentially in a 2-minute situation. They have risen to the challenge. They knew coming in they were going to have to limit him, but I don't know if they even thought they'd be able to do this good of a job.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the backs.
He's brought down, but they there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to get behind the defense. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw on first down. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lewis. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
But you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll go right back to it. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better.
Wide open on the right. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous play. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Newton. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23.
22 water. 22 water.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 27, jump!
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
You got to give this guy credit all season long. He's played well, he's stayed healthy, and he's just executing. With that last throw, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards as we get late in the season.
Trying to beat the D deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And the Gators with the 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Taking it the other way.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Powers through the defender. And another broken tackle. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. He has the first and still on his feet. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He wants it all. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown. But way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Newton. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And after this play, the cake will be baked. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And As the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0.